Hello, parents and guardians. My name is Mr. Harris. I am your child's AP biology teacher. I know some of you know me from your child having my class freshman year or from siblings who've taken a class with me before. But I'm very happy to reintroduce myself, to introduce myself for the first time to those of you whose child had Miss Ramos their freshman year. She's my partner in crime. And even though this year is definitely getting off to a very different start than normal, I would say it's gotten off to a very good start. We've already had our first test. I mean, if you can believe it. I want to in this video, I'm going to say a couple quick things about the course and about communication with me. I'm not going to go into a whole lot of details. I did post it's not so much a syllabus, I guess, but I call it the course overview and expectations. I would like to point out that if you're curious about the scope and sequence of the actual curriculum, I have a student and parent friendly unit overview on that doc. If you scroll down to the second page, you get a sense of like which biology topics we touch on. So I'm not going to go into great detail about classroom procedures and grading policies, but I would like to say a little bit about materials you should expect to have and ways to stay in touch with me. So as far as materials go, I want you to make sure that your child has the AP textbook at home. I do assign work out of that textbook. I'd also like them to keep a physical notebook for the class. I know most of the stuff we're doing obviously is on computers, but I've told them in the meets that we do a lot of diagrams, a lot of flow chart type drawings as we go through different lessons, and it's always good for them to have a physical notebook out. You may have seen the summer study guide doc that they've had. I do say on there clearly that I would like them to have a review book. That would be something you'd have to go out and purchase on your own. It's not something the school provides. I'm talking about Barron's, 5 Steps to a 5, Princeton Review, Kaplan. On Amazon you can get these things for, fairly cheap, and I think some of the students already have some. We don't use those a ton at the beginning of the year, but they become very helpful as we prepare for the exam in the spring because they have practice exams and lots of practice questions. So reach out to me if you have a question about that, but hopefully that's something that you can attain. I usually have a couple spares in my classroom, but it's kind of hard to link up and hand those off right now. So let me know if you have questions about that. I will do my best to be reasonable about homework, especially in this remote environment. But I will say that it's a tough class. I mean, I think your student should have expected this registering for an AP Science course. I do assign work out of the textbook. They are going to have homework on many nights. I will do my very best to make sure their grade is balanced in Genesis. So it's not there's not too much emphasis on the homework, or not overemphasis on the homework. But I'm going to be very honest with you. The fact is, there's a lot to prepare them for. By this year, the exam is May 14th. And usually in a normal year, we're already at a 2-week disadvantage because of school starting in August. And I always say that to them. And then this year, we're delayed even further by the construction at the high school. I will do my best to make their grade balanced in Genesis, but there is going to be a lot of work you should see them doing for AP Biology at home. Above any other grading policy I would want to talk about, I think the most important bottom line for us to get clear between us is that I am reasonable. I am fair. I am willing to work with you. I want to give second chances. I want to allow that retake of a test. We don't learn just by be given one chance on something. So it's not even just in the remote environment. It's just part of my teaching philosophy in general, that I want students to go back over tests they've taken and get a chance to show that their understanding is better now than it was then. Learning is a process. So the bottom line of what I'm trying to say is reach out to me if there's any concerns about grades. Try to be flexible. I try to be understanding. And I've never, in 7 years at the high school, never have had an issue that we couldn't resolve amicably with a parent. So I really do see this as a service job where I am working for you in some respects. So I want to do right by you and do right by your child. And so be in communication. My email, charris@veronaschools, is on the doc where you found this link. Google Classroom, I'll just touch on briefly. If you're not able to see the AP Biology Google Classroom, do reach out to me. I think a lot of you are already in my roster on Classroom as a parent or guardian. So, you can always have your child show things on the work. I'm going to do my best to make sure the assignment name on Classroom matches up with the assignment on Genesis, so you know when there's missing work, what it is and what they can do. But when in doubt, just email me. And if you're not able to see Classroom, you don't go via the Classroom code like the student does, but I can upload or I can just type in your email to the roster there, and you should be able to kind of spy on us, so to speak, on what's going on with assignments and things like that. So I think that'll be about it for right now. Again, going to be a tough class, but it'll be fun and rewarding too. It's a great curriculum. I hope that even if the student is not going on to pursue biology or even science in college, I hope this gives them a really good sense of a college level class, gets them comfortable with that type of work, and leaves a good impression on them about biology in general. If they choose to circle back to it in any way later in life, I want their memories of it from high school to be positive. I want them to end this year being curious about the world and being confident in their own ability to answer questions they have about life. So we'll leave it at that, and we'll be in touch. Thank you so much.